What's up, everybody? Welcome to Challenge Conversations, and this is a very special edition, an Ask Me Anything edition of the show with my co-host and the amazing event manager for the Dempsey Challenge, Danica Delateski. Danica, welcome to the show.
Hello, excited to be here. Got my Dempsey Challenge hat on. It's
Resplendent
September
in
3rd,
your
everybody.
Dempsey Challenge hat. Now, we joined the Facebook Live with Sophia a couple of months ago, and it felt like that was 3 years ago. And we were announcing a lot of the changes that were to come for the Dempsey Challenge as we
Yeah.
reimagined for 2020. And as you know, we've been working day and night to bring that to life. And with that and with the changes has brought about quite a few questions and quite a few great messages of support, but wondering what it actually all means and how can people get involved and how can people enroll and get their fundraising done and understand kind of everything. So I thought today would be a perfect opportunity to bring us together, answer any and all of those questions. We have some that we have set up, but we are encouraging questions to come from the audience as well. So if there's anything on your mind, please type it in the chat, and we will attempt to get to all of those questions as well. But before we do that, how have you been over the last couple of months as we've been working diligently to bring the challenge to life?
Oh my gosh, Travis. As you know, we've called it our elephant. And you bring it down one piece at a time. And it's been such an awesome experience, sort of the shock, once the shock wore off and we said, okay, we're doing this virtually. What's it going to look like? And thinking all the way back that many months, and now being 3 days into the Strava challenge with 77,000 plus participants. It's been an amazing journey. I'm super pumped that September's here. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. We are officially global. Everybody's on board. The support has been amazing. Fundraising is going really well and strong. So I'm just super excited. It's here. It's go time, baby. It's go time.
It's go time. And I think that, we feel the energy. We get the energy from everyone who's involved in that Strava challenge. As you mentioned, 70 plus thousand people from all over the world. And I think that's one thing for us to address and talk about right from the beginning. There's a lot of people who have registered as a virtual challenger. They're also registered for the Strava challenge. Or they might be separate. They may have registered for the Strava challenge, but are not yet in our system as a virtual challenger. So maybe we can start there and talk about what it means. So what does it mean to be a virtual challenger this year for the Dempsey Center and the Dempsey Challenge? And what does it mean to be a part of the Strava challenge? And how do those two things relate?
Yeah, great question. That is definitely a question that's on a lot of people's minds. So being a virtual challenger, it's the same, essentially the same thing. You register as a Dempsey Challenge participant. You go to our website, dempseychallenge.org, register, and you choose your event, whether you're riding, whether you're running, whether you're doing both. Or if you want to get creative this year, you have the freedom to do that. We have a lot of people that are hiking this year, which is a great exercise to get in for your Dempsey Challenge. We even have some kayakers this year. So you do those events as you normally would on Dempsey Challenge weekend, whether that's Saturday or Sunday. We are encouraging people to do it on the traditional days. So if you are a run walker, go ahead and do that activity. First thing in the morning is a great time. We'll kick it off all together Saturday morning. Or on Sunday when you can go out for your ride or your hike or whatever you decide to do from wherever you are in the world. We have had some feedback from some teams that they are going to make plans to meet as small groups, socially distancing as rules apply, to get together and do a walk, a 3-mile loop for their 5K, or do a group ride using the safe rules. So that's really exciting to hear. But yeah, that's what that means. You're still going to be doing the challenge just from wherever you are in the world.
Yeah.
The Strava component, I think, is a really exciting one because we did open it up officially September 1st. And, we're all collectively trying to move 1.5 million miles to help us reach $1.5 million fundraised for the challenge. So the way I like to think about it is this month we're all training for the challenge together. We're going to take the next few weeks and get our bodies ready and our minds ready to have an amazing weekend on September 26th and 27th.
Yeah.
Us and thousands of our closest friends.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great. And I think, just to reiterate, September 26th and 27th is still traditional Dempsey Challenge weekend. We're still going to be going live. We're going to have many video interactions. We're going to have opportunities to connect with the community across that weekend. But that's when we're really asking you to go out and do your traditional Dempsey Challenge activity from wherever you are. Obviously, we're not coming together. But as you said, using the Strava Challenge as a way to connect that global community. And if you are in the Strava Challenge and you haven't yet registered as a virtual challenger, as Danica mentioned, go to dempseychallenge.org, register as a virtual challenger, sign up for the run, walk, ride, and or the choose your own challenge. I'm excited to see what some of those creative ways of getting your miles in on challenge weekend. I think that's a really great element that I guess will keep going forward as well, which will be fun.
Yeah, we've had a lot of feedback about that. And also people being really excited that they're getting their animals and their pets involved. Yep. Taking the dog walks, they're doing Strava dog walks and counting those towards miles towards the training. So, and even taking your dog out for a walk on challenge weekend. So that'll be fun to see the pictures start rolling in as that builds out.
Yeah. Now, one of the other elements that I love about the challenge is the way that we honor those that we've lost, we honor those that we're participating for in solidarity with, to really celebrate our community. And I know that we've found a way to also celebrate that as well with the virtual honor wall. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the virtual honor wall and how that's working as well?
Yeah, our Dempsey Challenge team has worked really hard to bring the elements that are in existence in an in-person event to a virtual world. And anybody that's attended the challenge in the past are very familiar with the walls of hope that are throughout the park. And we've always invited people to step up to the wall and write an encouraging message or a message in memory of someone who's not with us any longer. And it's just such a great moment, and it's so beautiful to see in the park, and that's certainly going to be missed. So we were really excited to be able to bring the virtual honor wall to life, which is available, and you can see it right now on our website. If you go to dempseychallenge.org, you can find it right there on the website. It says virtual honor wall. You click that button, and we have given an opportunity for you to put up pictures and write a message, a special message that sits there that everybody can visit and look at. And it really is quite a beautiful thing. We've seen messages from all over, from all types of messages too, messages in support, messages in memory. And it's just a really beautiful thing. So if you haven't visited yet, please visit the website. But that's what it's there for, is to honor that moment that we typically have in an in-person event.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just added a link to that board, the Kudo board, the virtual honor wall, in the chat there. So if anyone's listening, they can go and check that out and add their virtual honor to the board as well. Now, another thing that we actually had a question come in from Dawn, and I want to address that because I think this is important for people to know. So Dawn's question was, can you tell us a little bit more about how we can all interact during Challenge Weekend live? So Dawn, I'll take the first stab at that. I think the biggest way is across social media. So you'll be able to share your progress on social media. You'll be able to share your progress on Strava with your ride, run, and comment in the Strava club as well. But Danica, why don't you tell us about how we are planning to bring people together like we do on traditional Sunday afternoon in the park with the lobster and everyone celebrating together. This is going to be a really fun part of the weekend. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that experience?
Yeah, very shortly we'll be coming out with a full weekend schedule of events. that will be live streamed throughout the weekend. We're going to be right there with you, pulling everybody together through a live stream. We're going to be sharing video content, stories, client stories, provider stories, participant stories. We'll be inviting people to share your own stories throughout the weekend, and really just making it an event that you'll be able to follow throughout the entire weekend. Yeah. We'll be asking people to use hashtags. We've got some really fun, maybe I will reveal it right now. What the heck? We're gonna have really fun filters, start line photos. We're gonna have digital bibs for you to be able to wear throughout the weekend. And when you're finished at the finish line, we're gonna have this amazing filter that looks like you're standing under the Dempsey Challenge Truss that you can take a picture of and post to social media. So we've gotten really creative, and I think that even though we won't be all together in person in Lewiston at Simard Payne Park, you're going to feel very much like you're part of something big, because you will be. So
very cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of bring everyone together and really celebrate and bring that feeling of community together, knowing we're not together, but we are virtually. So I think that's really cool. Now, another thing that I'm excited about is the incentives for this year. We have changed the incentives a little bit. We're just about to press send on our very first email to unlock a really, really cool virtual goodie bag, which is discounts and product offerings from some of our partners with some really creative and fun options in there for everyone as well. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the incentives that we have for fundraising this year?
Yeah. So fundraising incentives start this year at $20, which is great. In the past, you've had to at least hit a fundraising minimum, but where we're virtual this year, no registration fee, no fundraising minimum. But we've put out all sorts of different incentives to help you achieve your fundraising goals during a pandemic environment. So like you said, starting with the virtual goodie bag unlock, you unlock that at $20, raise at least $20, you unlock that bag. I will say, for traditional participants who have participated in the past, in that virtual goodie bag is you can claim the specialized water bottle that's like, it's a hot item. So that is available this year. You can go in and claim it with that $20 level.
Yep.
We also have at $50, there's another, you can also unlock a Dempsey Challenge and Dempsey Centered branded neck gaiter, which will be shipped out to you post-event. So that's another great one. You can use it right now during COVID. You can use it. I love to use a neck gaiter when I'm running in the fall, when my nose gets a little chilly. And then moving up the ladder, we have an incentive at $250. That is our exclusive Dempsey Challenge participant t-shirt.
Yep.
So that t-shirt is still available. We actually just did the first order. So people who've at least fundraised $250 prior to August 15th, I believe the date was, will get your t-shirt in for challenge weekend. So you can wear it proudly on the challenge weekend. Yep. But that's okay. It's not too late. You still can get that t-shirt at the $250 fundraising level after the event. So that's available. And then we have at $500, that's our next level, where you can choose your own item from our new incentive store. It's a little bit of flexibility that you can go in there and choose your own item. And then at $1,000, that unlocks the cycling jersey. If you are interested in getting a Dempsey Challenge cycling jersey, which will be modeled after Patrick's jersey this year, which is really exciting, that happens at the $1,000 level.
Yep.
And finally, of course, our $3,000 level. Yes. Travis, that's good.
Drum roll, please.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
At the $3,000 level, you are officially invited into our Circle of Hope Champion level VIP group of top fundraisers, where you will receive a sea bag, custom sea bag, either a duffel or a tote, along with an invitation to the Champions for Hope VIP virtual event with Patrick Dempsey. that will happen this year post challenge in October. So yeah, those are all the incentive levels.
Yep.
All fundraising incentive levels. You can only get them though if you register for the challenge and fundraise for the challenge. That's how you are recognized.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. I think, that's a really great point. There is still the need. We have 70,000 plus participants, but that doesn't take away the need. The need to raise 1.5 million and the goal still stands. So these incentive levels hopefully will help people reach those goals and then continue to progress throughout. The other thing to mention about those sea bags, each and every single one of them has Patrick Dempsey's signature on and in those bags. So that's something really to look forward to, a very, very special edition bag that's custom made for this year's challenge. So that's exciting. And I know Jeremy, who's watching, will be excited about the
Oh yes,
challenge jersey, the fundraising jersey. And
Jeremy, that's for you, buddy.
we're also going to unveil that very soon, the design for that one, which I'm going to touch on it in a minute. We're going to save something up our sleeve here for the final announcement. So don't miss that. But so I think those incentives are great. I think maintaining and pushing your fundraising now, and you are going to have to get creative, because
Yeah.
it's not as simple for people to understand to say, I'm doing this in Lewiston on this weekend, and here's why you should donate and support me. So what are some of the ways, and Jeremy, that was all in fun. What were some of the ways that you've seen? What are some of the creative some of the creative fundraising initiatives you've seen this year? Because in this environment, everyone's having to adapt and change the way they approach their fundraising.
Yeah, actually, it sounds like Dawn's listening. Dawn is one that got really creative. She's been doing her Saturday shenanigans with her daughter, vehicle carpool karaoke style, for donations. So her and her daughter have been getting in their car and they've been picking a song and singing it together, sort of karaoke style, for donations and live streaming it. And it's been really fun to watch. So that's been super creative. I know I got inspired by you, Travis, with thinking about how I can use physical activity to help drive fundraising. And I know for myself, I just started like a 5K a day each day throughout September, and really hoping to drive some support as I tackle that physical feat. And that was inspiration from you. And I think that that's a great way to get creative, is to draw inspiration from others, see what others are doing out there, and how you can twist it to make it work for you. For me, I was certainly not going to run the miles that aligned with the calendar day. I'm not going to do that, but I could do a 5K a day. So, make it work for you.
Love it. And I think the one thing that I learned from my own experience in July was you have to ask, and you have to be okay asking. I know that sometimes it's really hard, especially in this time. You don't necessarily want to ask your friends or family or colleagues or strangers for donations. But one thing I learned is that people can always say no. But if you don't give them the opportunity to say yes, then you're never going to get that donation from someone. So, and people are happy to donate. People love supporting great causes, and there's none better than the Dempsey Center and the Dempsey Challenge. So find a way that works for you, and don't be shy to ask. And Facebook fundraisers are great. Personal emails or text messages, picking up the phone, all of those things really work. So don't get disheartened. Go for it. Shoot for the moon. Set yourself big goals. I'd love to see as many people in that $3,000 group as possible. So set big goals for yourself, and just keep at it. Just keep showing up.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. As a reminder, 100% of the donation goes to the Dempsey Center to support programs and services for people managing the impact of cancer. 100%. When somebody comes to the Dempsey Center looking for support, they never even get a bill. We don't even bill the insurance companies. It is literally 100% supported by donors and donations. So it's so important for people to understand that. And your $20 donation will go a long way for people managing cancer. So just wanted to add that in.
Yeah, beautiful message. Thank you for sharing that. One other thing that I want to talk about is Maine, and how amazing it is for us to all come together in Maine. We're unable to do that. But what we've done to bring a little piece of Maine to the rest of the world is we've enrolled some Maine-made stores, some Maine operators, some people who are creating beautiful products in Maine, and we are selling those as merch. So people can take their own little token, their own little memorabilia from this year, and in each and every instance, those companies are donating a portion of the sales and the proceeds back to the challenge and to the center. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about some of the merch and the sale opportunities that people have to pick up some of that memorabilia?
Yeah, starting with Chart Metalworks, 50% of your purchase from Chart Metalworks right in our store. If you go to our website, dempseychallenge.org, and click shop gear, you'll see beautiful handcrafted jewelry made right here in the state of Maine, Dempsey Challenge custom jewelry, and other items too. They have beautiful picture frames and dog tags that you can purchase, and 50% of that goes back to the center. We also have Rogueware, who's been an amazing partner this year. They've made these awesome trucker hats with patches that have the state of Maine behind it, behind the Dempsey Challenge logo. A portion of those proceeds also comes back to us. We also have a lot of vendors who are participating in our virtual goodie bag, which has been really cool. A couple of items I'd love to call out is Rancourt Shoes has offered a discount in the virtual goodie bag, and those shoes are made right here in Maine, and they're a beautiful, high quality product. If you haven't checked them out yet, certainly go check that out. We also have, which I love this so much in the virtual store, is one of the best parts of Challenge Weekend, as everybody knows, is you ride in from your ride on Sunday, you go into the park, and you go get your lobster. How? We're going to miss out on that. Not necessarily. You can actually unlock a discount to get your own lobster delivered to you in the virtual goodie bag. So that's just another way you can bring Maine back to you.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the fact we've been able to keep it close to home and include some of those Maine-made goods within the virtual goodie bag and in the store as well. Now, one thing that I do want to share, this is probably the first time we've shared this, and this is very, very exciting. So I'm going to tee it up. So we are in a virtual world. We are working with Strava, obviously with the Strava Challenge. That's well known.
Yeah.
But there's another surprise. We are attempting to break a world record for the biggest virtual group ride on Zwift.
Yeah, we sure are.
September, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, world record breaking group ride on Zwift, led by the one and only Patrick Dempsey.
You heard it here first, people. That hasn't been announced yet. We are. Travis, how do you even describe how excited we are about that? Really?
Well, so let's add some more color to that, Danica. We are also going to be broadcasting that ride. So for anyone who can join the ride, you do so on Zwift. We will share all of the details and all of the information on how you get to be a part of that ride. If for some reason you're unable to ride, you don't have the equipment needed, you can be a part of a broadcast that is going to be a professional broadcast hosted on the Dempsey Center Facebook page right here. That is the equivalent of the world's biggest cycling race, the Tour de France, has had a broadcast like this on Zwift. Yeah. We are going to have that and break a world record.
Yeah, you heard it here first. And if you're not familiar with Zwift, go on YouTube and search some of their races that they've broadcast. The Dempsey Challenge is going to be one of these broadcasts, and it is stunning. It's amazing. We are so excited. Zwift has been an amazing partner with us thus far, and they're totally on board with us. And it's just so exciting. It's absolutely so exciting. So if you, again, like Travis just said, if you don't have the equipment and can't get on Zwift, it's okay. You can still join us. You can watch that broadcast and watch everybody as they're all riding together on that virtual ride that we will break the world record for Zwift. Absolutely. But it's just really exciting. can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. And I think the other thing to note there is everyone will be riding with Patrick. Everyone will have the same jersey on. Patrick has his own beautiful avatar that has been created by the Zwift team. It's going to be an incredible experience and really something that we can take into 2021 as well. So the opportunity for us to come back together in Lewiston, we all hope that happens next year. But this will just be the impetus and the platform we have to really reach a worldwide audience going forward. And as some of you have may noticed and seen, it's really about building awareness for the center as well. But that also helps the cancer community as a whole. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that, knowing that the virtual services, the Dempsey Connects, has started this year. Maybe just reiterate some points around what the opportunity is for Dempsey Connects, particularly this year when we are global for the very first time in this manner.
Yeah, just like everybody else, the Dempsey Center has had to pivot during this time, and it's been an amazing thing to watch. All of my coworkers just take what they do on a daily basis and that face-to-face, in-person touch point and switch it over to a place where they still can support in a virtual way. Therapy services, counseling, even movement and fitness, being able to do yoga and meditation in a virtual way. So people are still getting services. We've said it before when we met the first time, cancer doesn't stop because of COVID, and neither do we. And that's why the challenge exists. That's why we're doing a virtual challenge. Yeah, it's awesome to get going and get activity going and, come together this way. But the reason why we're doing it is to fundraise for the center and for the people who need the services. So while we're not open, our doors aren't physically open right now, people still are getting services. And we hear stories about it every day about how people are being supported through their journey right now, especially during the pandemic time. It's such a weird time and a time of isolation. So being able to get those services right now is so important. And that's why we challenge. That's why we do it.
That's why we do it, and that's why we're here. So, yeah, really, really important message. I just want to reiterate something around Zwift as well. So that will happen on Saturday. So that's going to be a Saturday afternoon activity. This is a bonus activity. So if you've signed up for the run, if you've signed up for the ride, we're still encouraging you to do your run, your walk, and your ride on the traditional days. But this will be a bonus activity that people can take on. Once again, there's no registration fee. You will just go on Zwift and sign up with your Zwift account. The broadcast will be open to anyone to watch and engage with. So that's a bonus. That's a bonus activity. So that's not changing the schedule at all. This is just something that's new and exciting for this year.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to say too, a sort of one of the awesome things about the Zwift event. There's so many awesome things about the Zwift event. But if you are a current Zwifter and you're also a Dempsey Challenger, one of the really cool things is when you're going to be able to unlock the Dempsey Challenge jersey and keep it in your garage. And I just think that's so cool. If you're, there'll be a specific challenge in order to keep it. But that'll be a great goal that you can work towards as a Zwifter and a Dempsey Challenge participant to unlock your own Dempsey Challenge jersey.
Yeah. And we're also going to host some group rides leading into. So for people who may be new to Zwift or people who are Zwifters and a part of our community, each Wednesday, starting next week, the 9th of September, we will be hosting a ride leading into Challenge Weekend. So the 9th, the 16th and the 23rd of September at 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll hold a group ride there. So more information to come on that. We will have a dedicated Zwift page that will launch on our website here soon, but more information on that to come. So once again, really, really exciting. Danica, is there anything else? What have we missed? This is an Ask Me Anything. We've had some great questions from the audience. We've covered some FAQs that we've had come to us over the last couple of weeks. What are we missing? What else is there? Anyone in the audience has got questions, feel free to let us know. What else is on your mind that we need to cover?
Geez, There's so much. And that's why if you have questions, ask, because we've been
Yeah.
talking about this so much that I feel like we know it all, until we start getting into it with somebody who hasn't been talking with us. And we're like, oh, they didn't know that. So the message stays the same. Register for the challenge.
Yeah.
It is no registration fee this year. We are suggesting a donation of $20. That way you can unlock your virtual goodie bag. No fundraising minimum. However, do what you can this year. We still have that $1.5 million goal for fundraising to support services for the Dempsey Center, and train with us. Once you get signed up, right on dempseychallenge.org, head to Strava. You can sign up for a free account. If you don't know anything about Strava, don't worry, go to our dempseychallenge.org page. We have a button right there that says sign up for Strava or follow our Strava club. On that page, it shares all sorts of tips and tricks. There's even a how-to video to help you about Strava and work that. You can go find our club and join the challenge and train with us. Train with us these next few weeks. It's really fun. We're all in there. People from all over the world are tracking their activity and telling everybody what they've been doing. So come join us.
Yep. It's a great community. And final thought from me, make sure you do share your why as well. Head to that virtual honor wall. We love hearing those stories. We love hearing the tales. So please share your stories there as well. This has been fun. Once again, if you have questions, what's the best way for people to reach us?
Questions, you can email us at info@dempseychallenge.org. If you've already met the amazing Karen Page, she is on that every day. She will help you out. That I think it's always neat to know that there actually are people on the other side of an info at email. So email us there, or really our website has most of the answers. As soon as we are getting answers for you, we're putting them out on our website. It's just a plethora of information. Go there, check it out. But that's your best bet.
Yep. Great. And then Debbie had a great question. Debbie's amazing. She's here with us all the time. I can't wait to meet Debbie next year because I feel like we know each other via social media, and I want to meet her in person. But
she's
Debbie
our
has
Canada
a question.
friend, right?
She's
from Canada.
Yep. Yeah. She's up north. Her question is an ongoing update of where the whole Strava challenge is in relation to the goal. So Debbie, we will release an update on the 15th. Halfway through the month, we will have a mileage update that will go out to all of our participants. We'll also share the fundraising update and the fundraising goal. If you want to track fundraising in real time, on our homepage, dempseychallenge.org, there's a little beautiful thermometer that goes up and up and up each day. So you can keep an eye on that. But we will officially release our mileage halfway through the month. And hopefully we're getting closer, at least halfway through our goal to 1.5 million miles. So yeah, thanks for that question.
Awesome.
Final words, last 20 seconds. What is the last thing you want to tell people?
The last thing I want to tell people is register and have fun. Register and have fun. And remember what we're here for. We are here to support people managing the impact of cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, don't lose sight of that at all. That's the important message here. Danica, you're a star. I'm so glad to work with you on a daily basis in bringing this whole thing to life and bringing down this elephant one bite at a time.
Bringing it down.
We're almost there, and I feel so energized and excited by having this opportunity to share this information with everyone. If you have more questions, please send us a note. Karen will take care of your questions, and if she can't, she'll send it to us and we'll take care of it as well. So thank you all for being here. Danica, thank you for being here. And we'll see you all again next week with another Challenge Conversations. And don't forget to join us on Tuesdays for Training Tuesdays as well, right here on Facebook. So thank you so much. We'll see you all soon. Peace.